I was gonna say he had probably the sickest burn I have
Oh yeah.
seen on Twitter in a long time. So he tweeted like the picture of them two that Dave, tweeted out, and he said, "Line up to see the Jester make sport of the court fop."
Yeah. There. Yeah.
Whoa, that is a good one. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and
Give it.
like even throughout history, like the Jester that was his job to point out the
Hmm.
absurdity of the elite ruling class. Like that was his job. Come in and make us all look like fools for a few minutes
Hmm.
so we can have some perspective on things, right?
Hmm. No,
And
absolutely. Well said. No, I
Dave is
agree.
so good at this shit. Like I have to try really hard to suspend my biases when I'm watching this type of shit because immediately like I'm gonna take Dave's side on everything. It's just
As a libertarian.
yeah, like well, not just that. Like when I got into politics, like I ran out of stuff to watch on TV. It's how I got into this shit. Like I was
Hmm.
hurt, laid up, not doing anything, and finally it was like there's nothing on Netflix anymore. I've watched every fucking sci-fi B movie on Amazon that I can find, and I'm just bored and I'm out of shit to do. And I found this documentary that I watched. It was called Collapse by Michael Rupert, who was like a conspiracy theorist back in the day. He ended up killing himself, but it was good. It was about like peak oil and the financial system and a bunch of other shit. And I was like, this guy's pretty fucking interesting. I'm gonna see if I can like find something on the internet about it. So I go on and I find this interview that he did with the guy from Fear Factor, Joe Rogan. It's like 2 hours long. It's like, oh, that's interesting. Let's listen to this. And
Hmm.
immediately I'm hooked.
Hmm. Yeah.
Start going down the rabbit hole. And Dave has a podcast called Legion of Skanks with a couple of his comedy buddies, and
Hmm.
they were on Rogan one day, and I was like, "Oh, these guys are funny. I like their brand of humor." So I started watching their podcast, and pretty soon I started watching Dave's podcast, and at that point he explained, what a libertarian is, and I realized that I'd been a libertarian my entire life. I just didn't know what it was. He's telling me all of the things that I've believed my entire life. Like I thought I was a Republican because my grandparents and parents were Republicans. My parents
Yeah.
didn't even know what the fuck a Republican or a Democrat was. They were just Republicans because that's what their parents were. That type of thing. And like
Hmm.
I remember asking my grandfather about it once. I was like, "Why are we Republicans and not Democrats?" And he's like, "Well, the Democrats want to take away your motorcycles, they want to take away your guns." And he went all through this list of things. It was a very good, list for somebody like me to go, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense." But then I get into high school, I start smoking pot, and it's like, well, these guys want to hang me for smoking pot. Like, that's a little
Hmm.
weird, like,
Hmm.
I don't agree with that.